In the quiet stillness of a misty morning, a white horse stands alone, its coat gleaming like freshly fallen snow. But upon closer inspection, a horrifying sight emerges. A grotesque barnacle wound festers on its side, a stark contrast to its pristine appearance. This is not just a wound. It is a living testament to nature's darker side, where beauty and horror intertwine. The barnacle infestation, a gruesome plight, is a result of tiny crustaceans that latch onto the horse's skin, burrowing in and creating a grotesque colony. These marine parasites, usually found clinging to rocks and boats, have found an unwitting host in our equine friend. As they anchor themselves, they release enzymes that break down the surrounding tissue, resulting in a gaping, infected sore that oozes with pus and blood. The sight is enough to turn the stomach, a reminder that nature can be both beautiful and brutal. This invasion is not merely a physical affliction, it is a battle for survival. The horse, once a symbol of grace and power, now bears the weight of this parasitic burden, struggling against the pain. In the vast, untamed wilderness, where the sun casts long shadows over the rolling plains, a solitary bison roams, its massive frame a testament to the raw power of nature. But this majestic creature bears a horrific secret, a wound, grotesque and pulsating, where a wasp nest has taken root. The sight is both shocking and captivating, drawing the viewer into a world where beauty and horror coexist. As the camera zooms in, the bison's thick, shaggy coat is marred by a gaping hole, a gruesome portal to a nest teeming with life. Here, the wasps had made their home, burrowing deep into the flesh, their larvae feeding on the very essence of this once mighty beast. The infestation is a brutal reminder of nature's unyielding cycle of life and death. Wasps, often misunderstood and maligned, play a crucial role in the ecosystem, yet their presence in this context is nothing short of macabre. As they lay their eggs within the bison's flesh, the larvae hatch and begin their grisly feast, releasing enzymes that break down the tissue, creating a living graveyard within the animal. The bison, in its suffering, becomes a host, a vessel for the wasp's insatiable hunger. The pain is unimaginable. Yet the bison continues to wander, a tragic figure in a relentless struggle for survival. This dark symbiosis raises unsettling questions about the balance of nature. While the wasps thrive, the bison's health deteriorates, a stark illustration of the harsh realities of the wild. It is a dance of life and death, where the lines blur and the grotesque becomes the norm. As we observe this unfolding drama, we are reminded of our own place in the natural world. Humans, too, can be parasites, exploiting resources and leaving destruction in their wake. In the vast, untamed wilderness, where the sun casts long shadows over the rolling plains, a creature of immense power and grace roams, the bison. But today, we encounter a bison unlike any other. This majestic beast, a symbol of strength and resilience, bears a horrific affliction that transforms its once proud form into a grotesque spectacle. Its hide, once a rich brown, is now marred by a ghastly infestation of barnacles, clinging to its body like sinister barnacle-covered leeches. As we draw closer, the sight is both shocking and fascinating, a stark reminder of nature's brutal realities. How did this happen? What drives these marine parasites to invade the land of the mighty bison? Barnacles, those small hard-shelled crustaceans, are typically found clinging to rocks and ships in the ocean. However, in a bizarre twist of fate, they have found a new host in this unfortunate bison. The barnacle infestation occurs when these creatures, in their larval stage, latch onto the bison's skin, often seeking out areas that are moist and warm. Once attached, they begin to grow, forming a grotesque colony that can cover large patches of the animal's body. The bison, unable to shake off this unwanted burden, becomes a living canvas of nature's darker side. The barnacles burrow into the skin, causing painful lesions and infections, leading to a slow and agonizing decline in the bison's health. As we observe this tragic scene, we are confronted with the harsh truth of survival in the wild. The barnacles, while seemingly monstrous, are simply following their instinctual drive to survive and reproduce. Yet, this raises unsettling questions about the balance of nature. Are we, as humans, not also guilty of infesting our environment, leaving scars on the earth that may never heal? The bison's plight serves as a dark mirror, reflecting our own actions, pollution, habitat destruction, and the relentless pursuit of progress at the expense of the natural world. In the end, as we ponder the fate of this bison, we can't help but chuckle at the irony. Here lies a creature, once the epitome of strength, now reduced to a walking barnacle buffet. Perhaps it's a reminder that in the grand scheme of life, we are all just trying to cling on, whether we have hooves or hands. Nature, in all its grotesque beauty, has a way of humbling us. So, the next time you see a bison, remember it might just be a little more than meets the eye. Perhaps a barnacle-infested reminder of our own. In the shadowy depths of a dense forest, a haunting sight emerges. A deer, once a majestic creature, now marred by a grotesque affliction. Its side is a canvas of horror, a barnacle wound that tells a chilling tale of nature's unyielding grip. This is no ordinary injury. It is a grotesque manifestation of barnacle infestation, a phenomenon that can leave even the most hardened observers shuddering in disgust. As the camera zooms in, the viewer is confronted with the stark reality of these crustaceans, clinging to the deer's flesh like grotesque barnacles on a shipwrecked hull. This gruesome spectacle invites us to ponder the darker side of nature, where beauty intertwines with brutality, and life is often a struggle for survival. Barnacles, typically found clinging to rocks and boats in coastal waters, have found an unusual host in this unfortunate deer. These tiny crustaceans, with their hard calcareous shells, are opportunistic parasites that latch onto unsuspecting animals, injecting their spiny appendages into the flesh to feed. What begins as a minor irritation quickly escalates into a horrific infestation as the barnacles proliferate, forming a grotesque cluster that festers and weeps. Deer, unable to rid itself of these relentless invaders, becomes a living testament to nature's cruel indifference. The wound, a festering mass of infection and inflammation, serves as a stark reminder of the delicate balance between life